as we're out here already. We haven't even paid to get in yet, but this guy is already set up out here in the hallway, so you could just come and not even pay to get in and just sift like we're doing right here. And she's already got a stack going. This I'm intrigued by, though. Disco versions of your favorite soundtracks. Look at that. Disco themes from Star Wars, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Star Trek. I'm intrigued by that one. I might actually pick that up just out of curiosity. But yeah, some good stuff down in here already. David Bowie, Sound and Vision.
Oh, that's the
CD box set there. But as you can see, we are at the record show, the Atlanta CD and Record Show, and you can get a scope of the size of the operation here. We ran into Martin out here.
Yeah.
Martin said he hadn't been here in a long, long time. But yeah, it's a big show. There's a lot going on. And we do try to give people an idea of what it looks like in case they ever wanted to. I mean, some people don't even realize there is such a thing as a record show.
Yeah. See, you got 45s. Ton of 45s you can go through. And a lot of people do a good job of labeling things. Look ahead.
Like right here.
Yeah.
But we try to give people an idea of what it looks like if they've never been there, because I mean, there are people that we tell them we're going to a record show, they're like, "There's record shows?" Yeah. It's still, I mean, modern vinyl is kind of dead, but the original vintage vinyl is still on and popping, as you can see, because it's actually pretty busy. It usually is pretty busy. There's usually a lot going on. And this is where it's at as far as vinyl is concerned. Same thing, same argument you can make for comic books or any of the other genres where the modern equivalents don't seem to be doing very well, but the vintage hangs in. Plus, it's fun.
Yeah.
We enjoy doing it.
Yeah. And as you can see, quality does matter. So that a lot of yes. I have one, and I listened to the whole thing. It was actually really good. That Yes album,
You know
I
what
was
it is?
shocked.
And we're finding this a lot. Like we were listening to the Phil Collins album this morning that we, weren't too familiar with. And there's one song on that album that we've heard before, and the rest of it was better than that one. And it's like you never hear that. Sometimes you only hear the hits the radio tells you to listen to, even back in the day.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff on these albums that's actually really freaking good.
Yeah.
That you'd never know otherwise.
What about that one with the lady with Tia Marie? Is that
Super Tramp.
Supertramp, that's right.
Yeah. And it's just like when you buy a tape or a CD and you listen to it, but then you only listen to the one song they tell you to listen to, then finally, one day you actually listen to the whole thing. You're like, oh my God, that's been there all the time.
not the right one.
Not the right one.
So that's why we always just listen to the whole thing.
I ran across that with an Atomiccandy
Yes.
album
Great
not too
cover.
long
Of
ago.
course, most of their covers.
Because they had that one song on it that was a chart topper, which was Goody Two Shoes.
Okay, come on over here.
And the rest of the album's better than that. But you never heard any of those.
AC/DC.
That's right. Well, those are up there.
Yeah.
It's just like with comic books. I mean, condition is everything.
Yeah.
So the better the condition, the higher the price is going to be
Yeah.
for the jacket and the see, like look right there, sealed $250. The Allman Brothers.
And I got a bunch of
Allman Brothers is pretty good.
Now we can see in this one better.
Yeah,
Because they got more space.
unlike with comics, you're grading both the album jacket and the vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The
Picture this, the deep purple.
Pull that up. Look at that
Yeah,
picture
deep
this.
purple.
Yeah.
Mount
That's
Rushmore.
nice.
Mount
Yeah.
Rockmore.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We'll run around, and if we see some great things, we will showcase it for you.
Yeah, we'll try. For those of you who never knew, if you take the NXS Kick album and you you take Michael Jackson's Bad and you line it up, it perfectly matches, and you can make Michael have little tiny legs. Try it. Don't know how well that's coming in with the glare, but I'm a sucker for picture discs. Love picture discs. I don't know why they don't do every vinyl album like that. Or in colors. They can do it. I don't think it costs that much more. Any fans of the picture discs? Some of them are very interesting, very imaginative. Noticing a lot of sealed copies today on the wall and in the bins. Look at this one. $900 sealed for the Michael Jackson there. A lot of sealed copies today at the show. And the most overrated album ever. I know somebody's going to get mad, but yeah, I think it's kind of overrated. I should do a video, the most overrated albums, top 10 list, my top 10 list of overrated albums. What do you think, guys? Should I do that? You know what I'd like to find for soundtracks? I'd like to find a soundtrack of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Seriously. Some pretty damn good music. Check these soundtracks out. There's one you don't see every day. The Hobbit from the TV special.
Yeah, I do.
$100 on that. Rankin Bass. That's fantastic. That's tempting, but man, that's up there. And there's LPH digging. She's doing too much already.
I know. I need to quit.
You need to quit?
This my last. This my last visit.
Okay.
Last visit.
Yeah, that's what you said, like 3 tables back.
No.
There's always the pop guy, but at least it's music related, everybody. Music related pops. There you go. Having a good time. We've got actually quite a haul, and we'll be showing that soon. We'll be showing our haul soon. And we are back from the Atlanta Record and CD show, where we had some pickups.
Yeah.
Ran into a bunch of people that we know there. Hi, Martin, if he's watching. And had an overall good time.
Yeah.
It's a fun show. It's a busy show.
Yeah.
I don't know when next they're going to be doing one, but I know
Probably not till next year.
yeah, Charlie's Collectible Show is going to be doing a record show in what,
Stone
January?
Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, in January.
And Charlie reached out to the organizer of the Atlanta Record Show, and that guy is, asked a lot of his regular vendors if they would like to go and participate in that, and that's in January. And so yeah, we might check that one out. We're always looking for some good vinyl records and some good deals and stuff like that. So got to see a bunch of the vendors that I normally buy from, and that was always, that's always fun. And talking to them and stuff.
Yep. So what do we have? Did we get some good deals? I hope so. I sure hope so. But we can go ahead and get started. I got my paltry stack of vinyl here. It pales in comparison to the stack that LPH has. Hers is like 3 times this size.
That's not true.
No, it's 4 times that size. I don't know. Anyways.
I do have like a few more than he does.
She does have a few more than I do. Let's start off with Kraftwerk. It's the Trans-Europe Express, and LPH actually picked that up for me. She found this. So Trans-Europe Express. Every one but the right one. There's one in particular I'm looking for. I can never find it. Everything Archie. Oh yes. The definitive album. This is the one. This is the album. I want to play it over and over and over. Now, actually, it's pretty good, bubblegum kind of pop music, and it is from the show, from the Saturday morning cartoon from Filmation from like 1969. And that's where Sugar Sugar comes from. That song Sugar Sugar is from the Archie's band. Tommy, the movie edition, movie soundtrack, which nobody's looking for.
No.
Nobody's looking for, but it's good music. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. Rolling Stones, Some Girls. And the jacket is still really good on this, and it's still, you know, it's all in one piece. And you get your bra ads on the back there. The Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers album. And this is the correct one with the actual working zipper on the pants. An actual, it's a real zipper that's been glued on the inside of this flap. And when you open it up and you kind of see it right there, it's like hips and underwear inside there. I don't know that this is any of the band. I don't know who that photograph came from. Doors' Greatest Hits. Doors' Greatest Hits. All their #1 singles, I guess. Did they have any #1? I don't know.
They're probably one of those bands.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
You
those
hear
bands
that.
didn't have any #1.
Yeah.
They didn't win any awards.
Yeah, like
But they're better
Jimi
than anybody
Hendrix
that's Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
No #1s, never won any awards, but they're better than any band that's out now.
Oh, absolutely. Hall & Oates. This is their big one, the Big Bang Boom album, where they got all their music videos from when they were really jumping off in the 80s. The Police, Regatta, and this is where you got Message in a Bottle is on this track. Genesis, The Invisible Touch. Land of Confusion is on here. Tonight is on here. But Land of Confusion, one of the greatest protest songs of all time. Totally forgotten while everybody wants to sing I'm Not Gonna Take It Anymore by Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not even what that song's about. But yeah, Land of Confusion, why doesn't anybody ever sing this one? Nope. Because it's too serious, and the video's scary.
Yeah, those
Video.
puppets are.
Videos scare children. Dire Straits, they're making moves on
Making movies.
Oh, movies. Yeah, that too. They underrated band. It's one of those bands from the 80s that people have just kind of forgotten about, but they were really good, like Huey Lewis and the News, or the Cars. The Cars were everywhere in the 80s.
They're still all over the radio. The Cars.
Yeah, some stuff does pop up from the Cars.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's the ones they choose for you. Like with Dire Straits, it's Money for Nothing.
That's a good song.
You hear that all over the place. But they've got a lot of other stuff that's really good. Billy Idol. It's Billy Idol. Which one was this? With a Whiplash. Yeah. Whiplash Smile. Leon Redbone, From Branch to Branch. And the guy gave me this one. This is the only Leon Redbone album I even saw. And he gave it to me because I recognized it. He was like, just take it. You deserve it. Because I knew who Leon Redbone was. A crooner. I like his style, though. Duran Duran, the Rio album. And you got Rio on here. And you got Hungry Like the Wolf. There's some good stuff on here. Save a Prayer. Adam and the Ants. Another really, really good band that, you know, time is kind of forgotten. And then the only thing anybody knows from Adam Ant is like Goody Two Shoes. And that's not even the best song on that album. Not by a long shot. I think this is their second track. And then this is the third one, Prince Charming. And I just think the album cover is really funny because these guys are like, God, are we really posing for this photo shoot? There goes my reputation. They look so unhappy about this. He doesn't seem to mind so much. I think there was some coercion going on. George Thorogood, Move It On Over. I like George Thorogood.
He the one that sing Bad to the Bone.
Yes. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. And I have some soundtracks. I got Conan the Barbarian, which is actually really good symphonic music for the cinema. And gotta love the artwork on these. That is a painting. Love the artwork on some of these soundtracks. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Fantastic spaghetti western music, some of the best. This is a fun soundtrack. And then the Muppet movie with the original poster. It's inside. This is complete. I saw this in the theater when I was a kid, and I had this record. I don't know where it came from, but I had it, and I played the hell out of it. And there you are.
Okay.
That's my little pile.
Mine up off the floor.
Oh no! See, there's so many. Why don't you just reach out, because the stack is probably 4 feet high.
Ha ha ha.
No, it's not that bad. I'm teasing.
Yeah. So Rupert Holmes, and he's pretty good. You don't realize he sings that song "Escape," not Margaret, but Pina Colada
Pina
song.
Colada.
It's called the Escape, and him is good, and that's on this one. He's
People forgot about him, except for the Pina Colada song, as they call it, and he hated that song.
Yeah. Crosby, Still, and Nash. This is a live album, Four-Way Street. I'm not too big of a fan on live music, but I got it. It was really cheap, and I'm trying to get everything Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And this is also Crosby, Still, and Nash So Far. That's the name of it, So Far.
Teach Your Children's on that one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Then another one that I'm trying to get everything for is the Bee Gees. So I got a couple of Bee Gees I found. This is one of them. I like listening to full records because, on the radio they only play certain songs, and then when you listen to the full record, you're like, oh wow, that song's way better than what they're playing on the radio. And then you never know if you don't listen to the whole thing. I remember when I first got into CDs and stuff, I would buy the CD and then I would only listen to the songs that was on the radio. And then I started listening to the whole thing, and then I'm like, hey, wait a minute. It's some better songs on here. So then when I started buying my CDs, I would go home and play the whole thing.
Yeah.
And really listen to it.
Yeah, it'll surprise you. Like I just said about Adam Ant, that one song, Goody Two Shoes, is the one that made the charts.
Yeah.
And the rest of the album's better.
Yeah. This is Bee Gees, what is it? Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. I had a hard time finding this one on Discogs. It's on there, but it's not three versions, but it's part 1, 2, and 3. This is part 1, but you can't find part 1 on there. So that made it kind of suck. And then Bee Gees Gold.
Massachusetts is on there.
I'm not a fan of that song.
They don't
It's like
sound
a lot of songs about America, and they're from like Australia. So what's that about?
They're going back to Massachusetts.
Yeah, sure they are.
That's like down on the bayou.
They're from Creedence Clearwater, and they're from California.
Yeah, I know. See?
Simon and Garfunkel, they got the song Rosemary and Thyme. That's a beautiful...
Scarborough Fair. Yeah.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song. I love that song. And it's on this one. Then I got a bunch of Beach Boys because I really like the Beach Boys. And they're ones, a lot of people only know the surf songs. And the surf songs aren't bad. But when you listen to their non-surf songs, it's really good. And it's like, wow, that's the Beach Boys? When you hear it not knowing, I'm like, oh man, I thought they only sang like Surfer Girl and California Girl and Little Deuce Coupe and stuff like that.
Sure.
Those poppy beach type songs. But when you listen to the other stuff, it's actually pretty good, and they got a lot of really good harmony. So I'm trying to beef up my Beach Boys collection. And I got a lot of the Beach Boys greatest hits. Now I'm working on getting just a full album. No more greatest hits. Because you get the greatest hits, you're going to get the same songs over and over.
That's right.
And they're not like the best songs. So I'm kind of tired of greatest hits.
That's the system telling you what to like.
Because when you get, I mean, if you think about
sometimes.
if you look at the greatest hits records you have, and then think about, like, if you really know the band and you know their music, and you're like, hey, why isn't this song on there, that song? It's like all the songs except for the ones that you think are great. So it's like, more Beach Boys. Because, again, I went in there with the goal of buying Beach Boys, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and the Bee Gees. That was my goal. And I accomplished that. I found as many Crosby, Stills and Nash as I could, and that was 2. They had some other ones, but I had those already. I got as many Beach Boys as I could, and as many Bee Gees as I could. Then I got a bunch of Who, because I love the Who. And that's another group that I would like to collect as many of their records as I possibly can. So I found a bunch. And then the Who is a really good band from the 60s and 70s. And their records don't cost a lot. Even the most popular ones don't cost a lot. The Association, I don't know if a lot of people realize who the Association is, but they're good. They sing that song Windy.
Yeah.
And they sing a bunch of other ones, but the most popular one that you might have heard is Windy.
Because it turns up in TV shows from time to time, like Breaking Bad.
Yeah. The Birds. That's another group I wanna work on, getting some of their stuff, but I found 3 of their records really cheap. So I picked those up. And then I found a lot of stuff in the dollar bin.
Yeah.
Because I searched through those dollar bins. Another Who. And just like David, he got the Who, Tommy, the actual concert version. I have the studio version. The studio version.
The film version.
Yeah, this is the film. I said concert. The film version. The studio version is very good. I enjoy the studio version. Another Who record. And I got a lot. Thompson Twins. David actually got this one for me.
Doctor.
And Hold Me Now.
Yeah.
And then these next couple I got out of
Which ones are the twins?
None of them.
Are there actually twins?
No twins.
Oh,
Not unless it's that guy and that girl.
Who knows?
This is the Who,
yes.
live at Leeds. And I find a lot of Who's in the dollar bin.
Yeah.
The next few that you're going to see came out of the dollar bin. And some of them, you know, I saw the cover, like this next one right here. Because it was $1, I said I'll give it a chance. You know.
The mind benders.
You spend $1 on worse things, so at least you might actually like 1 or 2 songs.
Hey,
Folsom
Johnny
City,
Cash.
yeah. Folsom Prison. The Turtles. And another Who. This is from Quadrophenia, and this is the movie version. I have the studio version. This is the movie version by the Who. And Pink Floyd. And that's it.
Okay.
Those are the ones that I have.
That's what she has.
Yeah, that was enough.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't have too much vinyl.
No. Because there's always something out there, and then you hear songs.
Sure.
You know, because I got a bunch of compilations, and you hear songs on the compilation, you're like, wow, what is that? You know?
But hey, were you out there? Have you never been to a record show?
Yeah.
Because we get that sometimes where people are like, there's record shows?
Yeah.
Yes, there
There's
are.
a show for everything.
There's a show for everything. So just to give you a basic idea of what to expect, what you're going to see there. It's busy. It's like any comic or any other genre-specific show. You might get something out of it if you're into the old vinyl.
Yeah.
As I pointed out, the modern vinyl, it's not the same, but vintage vinyl is still on and popping.
Yeah.
So, thoughts? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. What caught your eye? Did we show anything where you were like, hey, that's pretty good?
Yeah.
Tell us about it in the comment section. Please do. Give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. We hope that you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. All of that good stuff. And if that is it, then what more can we say? But thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.